Hey guys, welcome back to another mock draft reaction. Today we're going to be doing Maurice Jones-Drew. Typically, his mock drafts are a little bit more out there. As you can see, it says Maurice Jones-Drew 2024 NFL Mock Draft 1.0. 5 quarterbacks in the top 6. There has never been, I don't believe there's even been 4 in the top 6. So, a little bit wild, but that's why we like Maurice Jones-Drew. His last year's mock was nuts. So I'm not, usually they're blind mocks. I scrolled through this one last night because I was like, I need to see this. Yes, same fit. I'm recording multiple in one day. I think I'm going to do 4 today and then space it out day by day the next couple days. But let's get right into it. He goes, it's draft month, so it's time to drop my one and only mock of the year. Upsetting. We need more mocks. As you'll see, I envision the game's most important position dominating the top of round 1 like never before. And near the bottom, the Bills restock their receiving core following the trade of Stephon Diggs, while the defending Super Bowl champions add a frightening weapon to Patrick Mahomes' arsenal. Enough dilly-dally. Let's get to the picks. At number 1, we have the Chicago Bears going Caleb Williams. I don't even want to talk about this one. We already know. At number 2, Washington Commanders, Jaden Daniels. It seems like, just from what I've been hearing from Breer and other reporters, as well as these mocks, it really seems like Jaden Daniels may be going number 2. And I don't agree with it. I think, I understand the reasoning behind it. I'm also not an NFL GM. I'm sitting recording these videos for you guys. So I get the appeal of Jaden Daniels. I would not pick him over Drake May personally. At number 3, we have the New England Patriots taking J.J. McCarthy. So, Drake May is available for you here. You don't take him. I understand the appeal of J.J. McCarthy. I think this is a little insane. You might be a little crazy to do this. Maybe not, though. I don't know. I feel like J.J. McCarthy has had the boosts of all boosts in this offseason, raising his draft stock just with after sitting down with teams and everything like that. But, maybe the plan is to sit him behind Jacoby Brissett this year, get the organization rolling a little bit. I don't know if, especially putting him in a team with so little talent is just, I don't know, man. So he says the Patriots reported interest in former Wolverine might just be smoke and mirrors, but I'm buying it. McCarthy knows how to win, and that's what the franchise needs under center to help build the Patriot Way 2.0. All right, man. At number 4, we have the Arizona Cardinals, Marvin Harrison Jr., lock, nothing to speak about. At number 5, we have the Minnesota Vikings taking Drake May. If the Patriots take J.J. McCarthy at 3, and the Arizona Cardinals take Marvin Harrison Jr. at 4, if Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah does not immediately call the front office of the Los Angeles Chargers and say, 11 and 23 are yours, whatever you want after that, let me know, and we can get it done. If the Vikings are able to get Drake May at 5, there is no choice that you pay for it. Even if it's a first next year, you do it. Drake May in an offense with Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, Aaron Jones, and Kevin O'Connell as the coach. As a Bears fan, I hate it so much. At number 6, we have the New York Giants taking Michael Penix Jr., the old-ass quarterback with no ACLs. At number 6, after coming off a year where Daniel Jones just tore his ACL. I think it is a horrible pick at 6. Despite Penix's injury history, the Giants feel good about the Heisman's runner-up arm strength, vision, and ability to get through his progressions. The Washington product will compete with incumbent starter Daniel Jones in an effort to get Big Blue's offense back on track under Brian Daboll. One problem I see with this pick outside of the age and the injury history, Penix is not very good under pressure. We've seen the Giants O-line. They love to give up pressure. At number 7, we have the Tennessee Titans taking Joe Alt. I mean, come on, guys. This is like Arizona Cardinals taking fucking Martin Harrison Jr. At this point, you might as well just write it down. Bring the pick in. Call the pick in right now. Throw a mortgage on it. Don't do it. Because you'll probably... the way the draft goes, you'll probably end up losing money. At number 8, we have the Atlanta Falcons taking Dallas Turner. I'm more kind of on the train of, yes, they'll probably take Dallas Turner. I don't necessarily know if it's going to be Dallas Turner, but I feel like it's going to be edge after how much they've invested in their offense the last couple years. At number 9, the Chicago Bears go Malik Neighbors. If Neighbors is there, you got to run, sprint to the board. I like the idea of Odunze here as well. I'm honestly surprised both of them are still here. So the Chicago Bears pair up Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Malik Neighbors for Caleb Williams development. I love it. At pick 10, we have the New York Jets taking Brock Bowers. Again, with Rome Odunze here, who I think would be a perfect pair with Garrett Wilson. You go Brock Bowers, a tight end who, you want to win now in these next 2 years. And while I think Brock Bowers is a special player, Rodgers doesn't trust rookies. I know Odunze would be a rookie, but tight ends typically take a little bit longer to come along. And I mean, maybe you're just going to play him in the slot, but I don't know if I love the pick. I think O-line is better for the future, but if you want to go impact, I would go Odunze here. Bowers, not a bad pick though. The Jets select arguably the most talented player in the draft. It's like Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't exist. The 6'3", 243-pound playmaker is an explosive tight end who could stretch the field and has home run ability. He'll make plenty of plays to earn Aaron Rodgers' trust. Okay. At number 11, we have the Los Angeles Chargers who traded back. Pound the rock, pound the rock. Jim Harbaugh has been clear about wanting to run the ball and protect his new franchise quarterback. Fuanga makes a lot of sense here. This is something I've done a lot in my mock draft when I've had the Chargers trade back. So I do think this is a very realistic pick for them. At number 12, we have the Denver Broncos taking Terrion Arnold. Like this pick a lot. You're giving your secondary a lot of power. Terrion Arnold, Pat Surtain, probably one of the best quarterback duos in the league at that point. At number 13, we have the Las Vegas Raiders taking Rome Odunze. So while I like the idea of the Chargers taking Fuanga, Odunze probably would have been the better pick and just pick up a tackle with pick 23. But I would understand the Chargers pick a little bit more if the big three were gone. The Raiders, while I like the idea of going wide receivers, they have Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams. And I understand you want to get younger, but the team has a lot of needs. So I don't understand positionally where he's going here. I get his logic that, a younger version of the 6-time Pro Bowler would allow Odunze to learn from the vet. But the Raiders are just in such an interesting spot. I don't know if wide receiver is the best option here. At number 14, we have the New Orleans Saints going Oluf Shanu. I like the pick because they need to fix that Ramczyk Penning situation. This pick is kind of getting, I don't want to say old, but it's like I explain it the same way every time because it's the same situation. They need to upgrade their O-line, and Fashanu is probably one of the top tackle prospects in the class. So, yeah. At number 15, we have the Indianapolis Colts taking Quinyon Mitchell. They have been looking for a corner, in my opinion. They were looking, not in my opinion, it's a fact. They were in the L'Jarius Sneed trade talks. Quinyon Mitchell, pair him with Kenny Moore, good value at 15 for the Colts. Good player. If Terrion Arnold's not there, Quinyon Mitchell will be my next choice. At number 16, we have the Seattle Seahawks taking Graham Barton. So the mock I did yesterday also had Graham Barton going to the Seahawks, but he had him going at 23 because there was a trade, and I think that's a better spot to take him value-wise. But, if you get your player, you get your player. I just think if they want to secure an interior offensive lineman, trading back might kind of be the move because it's like, that that's where they're going to go. And if you can recoup like a third round pick, a second round pick, because they don't have a second round pick this year, that would be the way to go. But Graham Barton, they need to fix their interior. I like the pick. 17, Jacksonville Jaguars take Kool-Aid McKinstry. I like Kool-Aid, and I think it pairs with Tyson Campbell nicely. But I think for value, I would have gone like Nate Wiggins here. I don't know if Kool-Aid is necessarily this I don't know if he's cornerback 3. I would have rather had like a Cooper DeJean who can also play safety, everything like that. I don't think, like I said, I don't think he's a bad player, and I don't think it's a horrible pick. I think positionally it's right. But yeah, so at number 18, we have the Cincinnati Bengals taking J.C. Latham. Yes, they signed Trent Brown. It's only a year. J.C. Latham can play one of those guard spots this year and then take over for Trent Brown next year. I like this pick a lot for the Bengals. At number 19, we have the Los Angeles Rams taking Laiatu Latu. It's like he copied Lance Zierlein's mock. I like this pick for them. And he's probably, without the medical history, one of the top edges in the class. At number 20, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers taking Marius Mims. Wow, am I on the right mock? Yeah, I have to be. This is literally the same picks. The Pittsburgh Steelers take Amarius Mims. Wait, no, I'm lying. This is not the same mock. Amarius Mims, guy, 800 snaps at Georgia, very raw talent, very high upside, and can play opposite of Broderick Jones because he can play both tackle spots. So it gives it versatility. And if they don't want to move Broderick Jones around and they want to put Amarius Mims, doesn't have to start right away. 6'8", super athletic, very good player, very high ceiling. At number 21, we have the Miami Dolphins taking Byron Murphy. The Dolphins find a replacement for Christian Wilkins, now in Las Vegas. In this explosive defensive tackle out of Texas, he is quite disruptive, generating negative plays on a routine basis. He'll wreak havoc while the rest of their defensive front gets healthy. I'm okay with taking an edge here. Jared Verse, I believe, is still on the board. But I think interior is a little bit more of a need, especially with Christian Wilkins gone. They find a replacement in Byron Murphy, and I think that's probably where the Dolphins need to go if they're not going to go interior offensive line. At number 22, we have the Philadelphia Eagles taking Nate Wiggins. Okay, this is actually, I think he did copy some of the picks, but it would not surprise me. The Philadelphia Eagles, Nate Wiggins, super athletic. He's a little light. Want to see him put on some pounds, but he's not going to be forced to be that CB1. They have a deeper room. I just don't love the depth after you get past, Bradbury and Slay. Gardner Johnson is there, obviously, but Wiggins can be a very good player for them. 23, we have the Chargers taking Fuanga and now Brian Thomas Jr. So you get their receiver. I would have rather have gone with Odunze at 11, and then I'm trying to think of who else on the board. Maybe when the tackles come up later, I'll be able to think. But you got rid of Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. You're going to need a replacement. At number 24, we have the Dallas Cowboys taking Jackson Powers-Johnson. He said the Cowboys claim their intention is to go all in. To do that, Dallas must keep Dak Prescott clean in the pocket and create lanes in the run game. Powers-Johnson is a reliable cog with a few weaknesses who can play all three positions on the interior. Yeah, I mean, they need center, they need tackle, they got to fix that interior of the offensive line. So Jackson Powers-Johnson is a very good value pick for them. At number 25, we have the Green Bay Packers taking T'Vondre Sweat. I like this pick a lot for them because you need to be able to attack the quarterback. I think the Packers are very, very good at developing both sides of their trenches, and they've always had good trenches. And T'Vondre Sweat, to me, is a game wrecker because of his size. And if you put him on a line where he's not forced to constantly create pressure and you can give him rest, you can give him reps here and there, you don't have to play him every snap, I think that's where he'll excel. And in a team like the Packers, he can do that. I know you probably want a corner, I know you probably want a safety, I know you probably want interior offensive line or whatever. I just think this is not a bad pick. I've never seen him go this high, but if I'm the Pack, they could probably get him with one of their 2 second rounders. But overall, I like the pick for the Packers. At number 26, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking Jarrett Verse. If Verse is available for the Buccaneers, I find it very hard to believe that they're going to pass him up. But at the end of the day, you have to kind of rebuild that line after losing Shaq Barrett. And you also have, Kalijah Cansey there. You have to bring in some more youth outside of him, and Vita Vea is getting older, so giving Todd Bowles a new pass rush weapon is not the worst idea in the world. Arizona Cardinals take Chop Robinson. Chop is probably, like I said yesterday in the mock, he's probably starts at 21. That's probably where his range starts. And then, 27 to the Cardinals, you're giving Jonathan Gannon a very athletic, raw edge who can learn and develop and be a part of that defense and be, grow with a defensive-minded head coach. I like this pick a lot. At number 28, we have the Buffalo Bills taking Adonai Mitchell. Yeah, he just changed out some picks. I'm convinced. After Diggs is gone, after Davis is gone, you have to get a guy in there. And I think if they don't trade up, they're going to take a receiver at 28. So I don't know really what else to say about this pick because Mitchell's the best receiver left on the clock. And yeah, there's not much to say. At number 29, the Detroit Lions take Cooper DeJean. Dude, I'm going to, after we get through this, I'm going to open it in another tab and we're going to go side by side and see how many of the draft picks are the same. They take Cooper DeJean. He can play safety. He can play corner. If he's there at 29, there's no way that the Lions don't take him. He is a Detroit Lion by Dan Campbell's standards. Baltimore Ravens taking Troy Fautanu. If he is there at 30, I think this is an amazing pick for the Ravens because they need both their guard spots. They need a tackle spot, and Fautanu can play all 5 positions. So, you have Stanley, you have Linderbaum, and he can fill any of those spots that you need. So you can really go out and get the best remaining pieces for your offensive line. I like this pick a lot. At number 31, we have the San Francisco 49ers going Tyler Guyton. So I like this pick for them because Guyton needs to develop. McKivitz is under contract through 2025. Trent Williams getting older, very raw prospect who can benefit from learning from very good player like Trent Williams, Hall of Fame type player like Trent Williams, and you're not forced to start him right away because you did extend McKivitz, and I honestly think this may be the plan of the 49ers if they don't go offensive or cornerback. At number 32, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. How did I know he was going to go Xavier Worthy when he said weapon? The Chiefs get Tyreek Hill 2.0. Not exactly. Patrick Mahomes will welcome the electric field stretcher with open arms. Worthy isn't just a one-trick pony. His separation plays at all levels. I like Worthy. I like the adding him to the Chiefs or the Bills. We knew he was fast, and I think he has definitely gained. He's moved up the board because of his combine and his speed, but he was fast all in college. Just because we have the number now, I don't know if it changes. It should change his draft stock that drastically. So overall, not as crazy as I would have hoped for in a Maurice Jones-Drew draft, but let's compare these picks side to side. And obviously, some are going to be the same because of the fact that the top are the same, but let's just count and try out. Okay, so we have Caleb Williams 1, so we have 1, 2, 1, 2, and then he has. So we have 2 so far. Definitely not this one. At 7, so we have 3 with Joe Alt. Four with Brock Bowers. – let's see, 5 with Olu. It's definitely not going to be 17. 5 with Olu. Well, 6 with Graham Barton, even though they are selected same team. I don't know if that counts. So 6. And then 7 with Leatu Latu. 8 with Nate Wiggins. Let's see, almost. 8 with Nate Wiggins. 9 with Adonai Mitchell. 10 with Cooper DeJean. Yeah, so 10 of the 32 picks were the same. I don't know. It felt like a little bit more, but overall, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you don't know ball and want to know ball, be sure to subscribe. Leave a like and let me know in the comments your favorite and least favorite pick from this mock draft. I really do wish that Maurice Jones-Drew did more. I wish he did a completely wacky one like last year. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back with another one tomorrow. Hope you have a great rest of your day.